An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up? Check Fury. Panther Street. Ultra. Go Ultra.
And they'll go on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hey, go steal. Ultra, Ultra. Ready, go.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Hey, go Peters.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a first and 10. The Broncos sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. You look at this Packers defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion goes Patrick. I think this is a free play for Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Broncos first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play fake. Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Drew Sanders brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike, and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two.
On the set.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cut. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards for number 11. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
97.
Love from the gun. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Ready?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion right goes Reed. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing. Love. Now he steps away. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay, right.
Now 2nd and 3.
Blue strike.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Now swing pass for Dillon. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down.
Shot. 17. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Love now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, Love to pass. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Set, go.
Love, they go play action now. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Watch out now. 52. Set.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Down. Check pitch.
They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Wilson. And this one's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And it is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Following the interception, Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check right. Field left. Right to middle.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And now Love going to change things up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. 13 yards remaining on second down. Working out of the gun. Love. That's complete to Wicks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. Here's
Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes... You had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson will throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's P. Ryan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. First down, they go back to P. Ryan. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
P. Ryan. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go to P. Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action. Love to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll pitch it out to Jones. To the 43, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Play fake. Here's Love. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run it with P. Ryan on 1st down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 74 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective,
under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Okay,
This
break.
is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To a knee goes Love, and that should be that.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Love looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has a Packer 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
So it's